Yo, how's it going everyone? In this video I'll be sharing with you my favorite moments of the first game in the Mass Effect series. You might be asking, who the heck are you? Fair question. My name is Archangel, and I have been playing Mass Effect for a while now, and I've recently started streaming the Legendary Edition and wanted to talk more about it with you guys. Needless to say, there'll be spoilers ahead. Here are my top 5 moments in Mass Effect 1.
All stations secure for transit.
Coming in at number 5, the first human Spectre.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Agents of the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance are the best of the best elite soldiers and law enforcement with super legal authority, chosen directly by the Council and answer to no one else. A Spectre appointment, aside from the advanced training and equipment, brings with it a certain prestige. Humanity has been desperate to get a human into the Spectres, as this would be the first step towards them gaining a seat on the Council. This scene is instantly iconic. After heated political bickering, the decision is made to make you the first human Spectre. The music swells, and onlookers lean over with anticipation. This feels like a historic and iconic moment in the universe of Mass Effect. And as the player, even though the game is just beginning, it feels that you've earned it. This is one of my favorite moments, so it gets the number 5 spot on the list. At number 4, the conversation with Vigil on Ilos.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated.
This conversation is remarkably important. Before Vigil, there were so many unanswered questions, but he comes along and answers them all. This scene takes how we perceive the looming threat and clarifies the stakes for the galaxy if Saren and Sovereign succeed. Up to this point, the Reapers have remained relatively vague and the true fate of the Protheans is shrouded in mystery. But after talking to Vigil, the Reaper threat feels tangible and puts in doubt our ability to survive. But it's not as foreboding as it sounds, as from this conversation we also get hope. The Reapers can be beaten, or at least delayed. We learn of the Prothean struggle against the Reapers, and of the heroic final actions of the surviving Prothean scientists and their role in giving our cycle a chance. Then, suddenly you are thrown back into the game with an elevated sense of urgency that does not stall or stop till the end of the game. This conversation is one of the more memorable ones for me. And at number 3, the fate of the Rachni Queen.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies.
This moral dilemma gets to me every time. You are in hot pursuit of Saren and Benezia, and you follow their trail to Peak 15 on Novaria, only to learn that they have acquired and imprisoned the Rachni Queen. They have enslaved and used the Queen to hatch mindless, empty Rachni shells to use for their army. You confront and defeat Benezia, but then you are faced by a decision that weighs on you heavily. Do you commit a final genocide against an innocent group from a despised species? Or do you risk another galactic war if their claims of innocence and desire for peace is an act? Every time I find myself staring at the dialogue wheel, not knowing which to choose, even as a renegade. When I'm presented with the choice, a quote by Gravemind from Halo comes to mind. "Child of my enemy, why have you come? I offer no forgiveness. The father's sins pass to his son." I have chosen every time to release the Queen, as I could not simply justify genocide, even as a no-nonsense renegade Commander Shepard. What have you chosen? Let me know in the comments. At number 2, Confrontation with Sovereign.
We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it. More terrifying words were never spoken. They were spoken in a terrible, intimidating, and haunting mechanical voice. It made you feel that all your struggles so far were insignificant. The daunting challenge presented in front of you, while still vague in its scope, instantly raises the stakes to an unfathomable degree. There was menace and malice in every word, uncaring and mysterious. This conversation drives home the genuine threat the Reapers are, whose motivations are too convoluted to possibly understand. This for me is one of the greatest plot twists and villain reveals in video games, right up there with the Revan reveal in Knights of the Old Republic. It represents the Reapers as all-powerful machines from a forgotten age that will stop at nothing to destroy all advanced organic life in the galaxy. How did you feel about the Sovereign reveal?
Your words are as empty as your future. I am the vanguard of your destruction. This exchange is over.
The number 1 spot goes to the redemption of Saren Arterius.
It's not over yet. You can still redeem yourself.
Goodbye, Shepard. Thank you.
Finally, we get to my favorite moment, guys. For those of you who are more badass inclined, or for those who are more pragmatically choosing the dialogue options that felt more natural in the moment throughout the game, you might have missed this excellent scene. But if you have been the ultimate Boy Scout, like I usually am in my first run-through of the game, you get to see all your hard work and stalwart adherence to your morals and altruistic ideals pay off, and get to use your words and unwavering spirit to reach the Turian Spectre. And with the ultimate use of the Talk no Jutsu, you convince Saren to resist the influence of Sovereign and fight for the living citizens of the galaxy, and resist the corruption of the machines, at least for the moment. Unable to keep the Reaper's influence at bay for long, Saren chooses the honorable way out. He pulls a final Faidan, raises his weapon to his chin, and pulls the trigger. One last act of defiance, one last honorable stand that lets you see a glimpse of the honorable man that Saren used to be before his descent into madness. A satisfying moment that elevates both Shepard and Saren. One as a warrior of conscience and reason, and the other as an example of repentance and atonement. And the last moment, the Reapers did not win the struggle for Saren's soul. Saren did. This brings us to the end of our video, and this really was a lot of fun to make, guys. This channel is a passion project of sorts, and I appreciate you making it all the way through with me. Let me know what your favorite moments of Mass Effect 1 are in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a like, it really helps me out, guys. And please stay tuned for my upcoming video about the best moments of the second game in the series by subscribing to my channel. And this is it, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.